Hi, my name is Regan Cast and welcome to my website. I wanted this website to be I want this website to be a toolbox for teachers and myself as we work with students in our classrooms. I want this website to be a place where there are a lot of different resources, examples, websites, apps, and a lot of different tools for teachers to use and easily access and learn about that they can then in turn use in their classrooms. For example, I have under my education tab over here, I have a lot of different subtabs and then subtabs under those with a lot of different resources and examples for each individual tab. And the reason I put all of these here is because I just wanted to have one place where teachers and future teachers could go and have a lot of different examples of different things and fun things that they could do in their classrooms with students. For example, in my digital storytelling, I have 2 examples of videos that tell stories. For example, this one right here is a stop motion video. And this is just a really fun way for students to be creative and tell a story. I used an app called Stop Motion Studio, and you just take pictures and the app basically creates the video for you, and then you can just upload it right to YouTube. And it's really easy and simple to use, and it's also fun for students to be creative. And I have all these tabs have examples like this, or different websites, or ideas and this one right here is my playlist, and that's just another way for teachers to find different resources that they might not have previously known about. I want to talk about my first year goals. These are tools I want to implement myself in my first classroom as I start teaching. The first one I want to talk about is word art. I will use this in my future classroom because it allows students to visually summarize what they have learned by creating images with keywords from the lessons, topics, or books that we've been talking about. And I just think this provides a way for visual and non-visual learners to be successful because it's combining both of those aspects. The next one I want to talk about is Khan Academy. I will use this as a source for students to gain further knowledge about topics we have been learning about, or to simply expand their learning. This site is a great source for how-to videos and many, many more tools for students to learn, that students can use to learn and to expand their knowledge as well. The next one I want to talk about is Toondoo. I will use this in my classroom for various activities and a wide range of topics. I will use this tool to allow students to create comics to show what they have learned in various lessons. This website is easy to use and it has all the pictures and characters ready there for you, backgrounds, and you just have to add the information and be creative with it. The next one I want to immediately implement is Google Classroom. This tool is a great one to utilize because it allows students and parents to access information that we have been talking about and learning about and discussing in class. I would use this because it's a great way to organize information that is easy to access and understand. Finally, I will use Arts Edge because this site allows students to gain access to different lessons and how-tos regarding the arts. I will use this because I believe that the arts are important to learn about and that this site has access to many beneficial lessons that also include a lot of information regarding math, science, and history along with art, and it's not just solely focused on art. The next main point I want to talk about is my personal philosophy of technology in education and in the classroom. I just think technology is so important because it allows for students to become engaged and involved in class. Under my digital assessments, I have an example of a Kahoot. Kahoot is a really fun and easy way for students to become involved and test the knowledge that they have. It's kind of set up in a game type format, and you have to race against the clock to answer the question, and the person who answers first and also gives the correct answer gets the most amount of points. And I just think it's a really cool way for students to kind of let out their energy and competitive side, but also test what they've been learning and maybe even discover what they might need some help with and can ask about later. I also think technology is a great place to open up communication. There's so many different websites and platforms that allow for students to share their information. For example, in digital storytelling under student creative videos, I have a paper slide video, and this is just a really easy and cool way for students to communicate what they've learned. It's a one-take video. You create your own props with papers and whatever writing utensil you want to use, and then you just take a video of the information you've learned by adding in your props or taking them away when needed, and then you just upload it to YouTube. And by uploading it to YouTube and making it public, your video is visible to anyone and everyone. And this allows students to share their information with other students, parents, their own classmates, and even people outside of their state or even maybe their country will see it. And it's just a great way for them to open up to communication and discussion about the information they're talking about and learning about as well. And finally, that's the last thing I really wanted to talk about, was the world that is available through technology. Technology is an awesome tool, and with social media and platforms like YouTube, this information is accessible to everyone. And technology is just an awesome way for students and people to share information. And I hope my website helps in this by allowing people to share information and resources that are easy to use in the classroom.